I'm over slavery. I'm over it. That's what you often hear in today's time, that or a variation of its kind from young to old to black, brown, white. The conversation has lost its might. It might be tiring, exhausting, and downright annoying to hear this destroying fact, but the vestiges of it still exist. Because of it, 3 amendments persist. Black codes, which are based on slave codes, where Southerners wanted us to work for low pay and have us walk around like that was okay, essentially going back to being enslaved. And at the same time, restricting the right to vote, just because of the type and amount of melanin our skin promotes. Oh, hey, the Freedmen's Bureau seemed like an advance. With Reconstruction, we were given a chance. Could voice our concerns, men could rock the vote. Oh, looky here, I can now read this note. That didn't last long. It was a brief romance. Hello, Jim Crow. Is this happenstance? Voting, no more. Separate equal we now reside. Equal? Wait, did it just go run and hide? Inside an area I can't occupy? Because of this redlining guy? Black and white sections for public facilities. Talk about having no sensibilities. I really can't let this diminish my pride. But I just saw my uncle and cousin hung down by the riverside. I think I want to go out west. There's got to be more opportunity. At least there'd be some type of immunity. The civil rights movement taking on Jim Crow. Looky here, man, it's time to go. 3/5 of it being, oh hell no, that ended up unfreeing. We as a nation need to uphold that all men are created equal. Let that be said bold. Marching and sit-ins and shut-ins commenced, leading to new additions to the government. The Civil Rights Act of 1964. The Voting Rights Act of 1965. The Civil Rights Act of 1968, aka Fair Housing Act. We're here now because of those dates. But recall, or hear about it now, voting concerns have recently sprawled, from closing precincts early or altogether, limiting early voting, or purging the rolls, just to name a few. Oh, how I wish that this weren't true. And you thought redlining was over due to the act? Come on now, you should know better than that. It's been said the home ownership gap is wider than when the act was passed. Just ask the number of people still a part of that cast. And let's not forget, really, how can we? Target practice, all willy-nilly. This doesn't sound familiar to you at all? Just about makes me sit back and loll. Now, there are other comparisons that could be made, but just know that slavery hasn't really been maimed. It's morphed and reared its ugly head in different ways, almost unfazed. You may be over it, but it's not over with you. The vestiges of it are here through and through. Now, I'm not saying to dwell on it. That indeed can be a pain. But know where it is from whence you came. Too many people fought and died to make a change. So don't be over it. Acknowledge it. Know its implications and continue to fight. When you see parts of it, try to ignite. History is history, yes. You can't change the past. But you better learn from it, or your ass is grass.